And welcome to Encore.BBR. Of course, it's the World Cyber Games 2008 here in Cologne, Germany. Joining me, Mike Bembenek, of course, Jay Atkins. How are you, Jay?
I'm doing great. Looking forward to what promises to be a great game. The USA taking on Australia, of course. Mob Deep versus Encore.BBR. I am looking forward to a classic here on Pit and Narrows, and perhaps even Construct if it goes that far.
Well, it's been a very competitive Halo 3 tournament, really, here at the World Cyber Games. We've seen a lot of upsets, and of course, this is a bronze medal match. $10,000 up for prizes here. Of course, going to the winner of this match between, of course, Mob Deep from the United States and Encore.BBR from Australia. And boy, have these two teams had a ride here. Mob Deep started off very, very strong. They absolutely tore through the group stages. They had Colombia in the quarterfinals, and it was an easy win for them. Then they faced Canada, the mighty force that is America's hat.
America's. I'm glad you said that, being Canadian and not me. So, yeah, I'll avoid any controversy by not bashing Canada for being small and above America. We're looking forward to what promises to be a great game here between the American team, Mob Deep, and of course Encore, the Australian team. We are starting here on Pit, and it looks like we are going to be going live. So, of course, control that rocket room in the centre is going to be of key importance. Now we see Mimic taking a lot of fire here. Is he going to be dropped? Looks like he was dropped. Scrubtwister did manage to pick up the kill into ads as well. So a 2-0, in fact 3-1 now is the scoreline. 4-1 in fact.
And right now we are watching, of course, Daco from Australia's screen. And on the other side, we'll be flipping to Nai. And Mimic there being taken out. What a shot! Manages not to have any team fire on the player though, so doesn't really get the frag there, which isn't going to help. Right now, good support on bridge by the boys of Australia, who now have the lead 6-4. So they had a bit of a rough start. Now they've seemed to have control and are looking good here as we follow Daco up on S3 here. There's S3 on the sniper tower here in Pit. And no one really in his sights. His teammates seem to be pushing. BBR Hacks grabs a kill on Nai. Not a very good shot there. He's going to be taken out. An easy frag by Mob Boys. They actually had some very good team fire there going across bridge.
Certainly did. I mean, we had a setup towards that bridge, of course. The rocket launcher of key importance here on Pit, of course. So we find ourselves now in a situation where the Australians do have the lead, but only by one frag. Oh, what a headshot! Nicely done. That's going to be Scrubtwister taken out by Daco, of course, the Australian. He is the sniper here for the Aussies. Spot another member of Mob, but it looks like that would have been Mimic. Mimic was taken out, so no need for the actual return kill. Seeing Hats with the frag onto, that's going to be, of course, Nai. Nai taken down from Mob, of course. 12-8 the scoreline. The Aussies started to open up a little bit of, a little bit of a lead here, Mike.
They certainly are. 3 frags in it now. Now over to Nai's screen. He's by Hall. Loses a bit of shield. Decides to go towards bridge. And back up Mimic here. And what a lucky grenade there. Hacks it up, coming in. Manages to steal the overshield. 2 Mob players absolutely letting the team down there. Perfect timing by both teams. But a nice frag there with the grenade by the Aussies. Manages to allow them to get the OS. Now coming up on bridge. Nai trying to redeem themselves, but they're going to have a lot of trouble with that OS player around bridge. Still trailing by 3. Now in the OS hall. Bottom of the map. Now pushing towards the US side sniper. And he's going to pop up now. Teammate to his left there taken out. And now he's going to have ads in his sight. Doesn't really have his BR there, so he decides to trail back, and then a sniper shot from around training comes and takes him out.
18-16 the scoreline, 11:56 left on the clock here on Pit, of course. The second map shall be Narrows, and if it's needed, we will go over to Construct for the third map. Still on board with Nai, of course. Nai has actually fallen all the way back towards the overshield here. Not going to be up for probably about another 45 seconds or so. He's making his way back over to the sniper tower, of course. That's the Australian sniper tower. He's going to be going up looking for, of course, Daco, the sniper of choice. He just spot. Who's that?
It's a very bad VR here. Really not leading his shots at all, and that's going to hurt Mob. Nai saying before the match that he's going to be on fire for this, and so far we're just not seeing the play we need to see from the Americans in order to take this. Now we're over to Daco's screen again. Australia, of course, That lead that they had is slowly shrinking. Big frag there, comes up with the clutch play. Looking to regain that shield, looks towards Hull, towards Rockets. 11 minutes now remaining on the map. We're playing full 15-minute rounds here. The most frags at the end of that get to the victory. Best of 3, of course, the pit being the first map. Narrows coming up next, so Mob, who are very strong on Construct, don't get that option unless we go to a third map. Of course, Narrows we're going to see, which is probably Australia's strongest map. The pit kind of an open source. Scrub Twista, who had a very poor showing against the Canadians. 2 of the 4 Mob players going minus double digits. One of them minus 10, I believe the other one minus 16. Now Mimic coming up. Mimic, the standout player, I would say, from the American side, taken out there, 32-26, and Mob is starting to let this go from their grasp.
They certainly are. The differential is starting to increase a little bit here. Now we're talking, well, 34-26 now is the scoreline with 10 minutes, 4 seconds left on the clock. Still on board with, of course, with Nai here. Let's see what Nai can do with his battle rifle. Has been a little bit lacking though, hasn't he?
Well, he just hasn't been leading his shots at all. Now he's going to be taken down, manages to grab some cover. That was lucky. I think a bit of and decides to poke his head out for no real reason there, as now Mob is trying to push, trying to get this gap back, and they're slowly doing so. 35-31, 4 frags in this, not a lot. 9:35 left of the clock, about 40 seconds. We're going to see Rockets come back up, and right now the Americans seem to be controlling around the bridge there, and of course every 2 minutes OS coming up, and I think that's what Mob have just managed to grab.
Well, control of that overshield will make Mob's task of gaining those frags back that little bit easier, of course. 2 frags now in it. See Scrub Twist taking a lot of battle rifle fire. Are we going to see the kill coming in from Doko? No, he's going to be dropped by, it's going to be Nai who actually gets the kill, so...
Good teamwork there by the Aussies. They really, or sorry, not the Aussies, the Americans. They really did push that haul.
Definitely did.
Scrub Twister knew when he was done and went back, and his teammate came around from bridge, cleaned up. So the Americans actually now tying it up. So they're coming back into this. Some excellent play from them, and of course Rockets is now up. Interesting to see who has them. And as I look in front of me at the players, trying to find out who exactly has it.
Overshield's just been picked up by Doko here, so Doko, the sniper of the Australians. Sorry, I should say Nai, in fact. Nai, of course, from Mob, does have the overshield to work with. Now he is firing it on Hacks. He's going to be losing that shield, though. Hoping to have that shield now done, of course. You see Hacks just take a headshot. Ad's also taking a lot of battle rifle fire as Mimic beats down Ads. Ads did manage to get the kill to Scrub, though, just before, as we see the sniper shot going over towards the bridge. Nicely done. Doko is also going to be hit. Looks like Doko did manage to get the kill back in favour of BBR, though, so the Australians not looking too bad here. We're on a 45-42 scoreline. Very even game.
Nai looking very good with the sniper rifle there. He took his time to grab that shot. He didn't rush himself, even though he's under fire, low shield and such. Now he's doing the same thing. That's what the Americans are going to have to do in order to keep this where it was and not let that gap rise again. Just make sure that when they're low shield, they actually go and get cover. Of course, when a player comes up like that from behind, there's not much he can do. 5 or 6 points now in it, 7:34 remaining, so we're at the halfway mark now, and the Americans take a solid lead for the first time.
Yeah, we can see we got, well, Hacks is actually going to pick up the kill onto Nai. Nai really couldn't do much in that situation. His shield was so low. So him just spamming out those frag grenades, making sure that the corridors are safe. Not too much going down here, because Nai has been the sniper of choice, and very few engagements between himself and Doko. I'm kind of surprised by that, because Pit is a map where you usually do see those snipers tend to loot for each other, don't you?
Well, I think that most of the snipers aren't sticking to the towers as much as they were at the start there. The command center is an excellent spot if your team has control. Hack's trying to take that away from the States now. Kill self now. Good clutch play there. Not so much clutch, I guess. He did have the first shots on his opponent there. Scrub Twista taking out Hacks, though. Mimic now. Now this is what you need to see. Good play there by the Americans. They're really starting to tag up. Double frag there, 56-51, and this one is very, very tight.
It is exceptionally close. Nobody really establishing any kind of dominance on the game or any kind of control. Now it looks like Twister's going to be taken out. Nice play. It's going to be another kill on the board for the Australians here.
I think you're really seeing the difference between Nei and Dako. Dako there leading with the BR and an easy frag for him.
Dako seems to be more well-rounded, the two players. I think Nei's sniper skills, though, as we've seen, are fairly impressive. But then again, Dako did manage to grab himself that beautiful headshot early on in the game. So it still remains to be seen who is going to be controlling the tempo here of the pushes, because that's what the sniper allows you to do. If you pick off, the most potent player, no reason that your guys can't overwhelm the three remaining players from, even Mob or from the Australian team, of course. Looks like Legend is going to be dropped by the battle rifle work of Dako. Dako doing a great job. He's going to go for Mimic here. Is he going to get the second one? Nope, but they did quite a bit of shield damage. That's going to force Mimic away. Scrub Twister at the opposite side as well now. He does have the sniper rifle to play with. Let's see if we can get some tags off here into some Mob players. It looks like we haven't seen Ads taking down Scrub Twister as Mimic gets the kill into Hack. So back and forth action here. Nobody really dominating the game, to be quite honest.
And Rocket's back now. Rocket's in the hall there. And it looks like the Americans managed to grab him. But the Aussies come through here. Low shield now for Dako. Dako dropping down, going towards Brits now. And frag there. Good teamwork there, taking out Mimic.
I see Twister eventually taking down Dako, so Dako's reign of terror has just been ended. Ads is top scorer here for the Australians, so I'm going to give some dap to Ads, because his performance so far has been fairly impeccable. And again, Dako right after spawn being absolutely just decimated. He spawned in and pretty much lost all of his shield. That was kind of unfortunate, to be quite honest. The spawn trap being set up by Mob now.
And the OS came back up. Nei manages to grab that, and Dako and Nei really close together right now. In fact, there they go. The OSO in the hands of Nei means that he's going to have a lot of trouble. An easy frag there for him. But in the end, some good work by the Australians manages to take the OS off the map. Scrub Twister there being taken out by Hallway. And with this gap now at 12 points, the United States looking really good as they seem to have really started to put this together.
Yeah, definitely. The last couple of minutes, they seem to have found their feet as a team, and like I said, he set up a nice spawn trap and got about 4 or 5 just consecutive frags out of it. Dako was on the receiving end of the spawn frag, which is never good. That's always upsetting in team play, of course, especially when it's team slay where the frags actually count. 3:43 left on the clock. 79 plays 67. Still on board with Dako here. Sniper rifle in hand, tags off on Legendary. Legendary going to be hiding away, cowering behind those walls, and rightfully so after the heavy hit that he must have sustained from the sniper rifle. So Dako just covering his right flank with that plasma grenade. Taking a lot of battle rifle fire though. He's going to fall back. Exceptionally smart player is Dako. He's just really tagged Nei. Nei going to be exceptionally low. But Scrub Twister and the rest of the mobs letting the push forward. Mimic now. He's going to be there. He's going to pick up the kill. Nicely done.
Up the creek without a paddle. That's what that was. 3 mob players just absolutely raining onto the Aussie there, Dako. Not a thing he could do. The sniper rifle. I think missing Nei was his only. Well, nothing really. They didn't do anything there. Now looking towards Nei, who did miss before, over by Bridge. By the green box, Legend up there with the sniper rifle for Mob Deep. Nei now going towards the OS. OS going to be coming back up yet again, and a good frag there on Legend, who jumped down from the sniper tower, and now he's going to go and try to grab the second American. And brilliant BR there from Dako, manages to grab 2 frags for his team there. But at this point, with only 2.5 minutes left, it's not going to be enough. 86-73, and I like that. It was almost like a bit of a kamikaze move there with the plasma.
I think he realised that he'd lost the sort of initiative in that engagement, and decided, okay, well, I'm going to take you with me at the very least. Didn't quite pull it off though. So the Americans here, Mob Deep, quite the frag league going now. 89 places, in fact 90 places, 75. So we're talking 15 frags the difference. You see, we got Kill Self though from the opposite end of the map, trying to engage with Nei, but Nei seems to be more than comfortable just moving forward with these remaining members of his team. You see, we've got Hacks in the mid. He's going to be shot in the back. That was not really what Hacks would have been looking for in that situation. He was just trying to get back to his team, and it seems like the Australians seem to be overextending themselves, Mike. They're not pushing as a unit. You see, we got Hacks again all on his lonesome. He's going to be up against 3 members of Mob. Ads also there. He's taking a lot of fire from behind. Didn't even turn around.
Well, he, like low shield like that, he really had no choice. He couldn't turn around and fight. It was a good move, to be fair. 94-78, wasn't taken out. Encore.BBR, of course, the Australians, they really need to get together and make a push as a unit. Of course, Halo 3 not like Halo 2. You need to make sure that you have good team play in this, good crossfire. And right now, Ad's being taken out by Nei, but Dockeye gets the revenge frag there. Now, 2 players you see in the bottom left corner. Now, Encore. They're moving towards that OS. It's going to come up again. Rockets came up too. They're by Bridge. And now we're seeing them used by Mimic underneath Bridge as his teammate Nei looks on, and they're about to hit triple digits here in this $10,000 third place consolation match here at the World Cyber Games. Of course, if you're watching on QuadV.com, it's all brought to you by XLBet.com, where you can go out and actually bet on any of the esports here, or not every one of them, but quite a few of them. Here, good OS pickup by Nei now. 102 the score for the Americans, who are absolutely crushing Encore.BBR from. And a beautiful stick double kill there by Nei. He's got the OS. The man is simply on fire right now and looking very good. He's definitely living up to what he said earlier as we go into the final 10 seconds when he said, I am going to be on fire.
A little bit of a shaky start. Remember, he seems to have found his feet, and definitely he's helping to carry Mob to the victory here. As we can see, Legendary still top. Nei is actually bottom of the scoreboard, but with 20 frags, that's not really a terrible score to be posting. I have to say that was a fairly impressive performance.